Dr. S.S. Sidhu, Governor of Goa and Chancellor of Goa University, Sri Digambarji Kamath, Chief Minister of Goa, Professor Dilip Devbakar, Vice Chancellor of Goa University, Registrar Sri M.M. Sangurkar, members of the Executive Council, deans of the various faculties, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. I am happy to be here at the beautiful campus of Goa University at its annual convocation in the year of its silver jubilee. There are perhaps few universities which have an ambience as spectacular as yours. The campus overlooking the Arabian Sea, which has been the route of many voyagers and travelers through the ages, should inspire the students here to navigate the seas and oceans of knowledge. This university was established in 1985 in response to the demand of students from Goa for higher education. The setting up of a local university reduced the need for students to move to neighboring states for further studies. Since its inception, Goa University has made notable progress in the academic and research fields, besides becoming an instrument of socio-economic development and empowerment of Goa. Universities are centers of learning and have always been places where the skills and knowledge of students are chiseled to suit the requirements of the workplace. Often it is said that in India, the problem is of more employability than of unemployment, which means that the skills that people have are not appropriate for securing employment. Therefore, it is imperative that our universities assess the requirements of the job market well in advance and structure courses in a manner that will help their students enter the employment market prepared for jobs available. Higher education should also encourage our youth to set up their own enterprises. In this context, the interactions of the students of the university with local industry and several socio-economic organizations would be useful in understanding the dynamics of business. Universities help us nation in giving its economic vitality, scientific prowess, a broad outline of social change and global competitiveness through innovations and research. The activities of good universities must strive to contribute to the richness of cultural, literary, and social aspects of their immediate community. It is in this context that I often emphasize that all universities must have outreach programs that enable students to interact with local communities and understand their issues. Those who are educated must work for the upliftment of the disadvantaged sections of the society. They can undertake social welfare work, become messengers of change, and in this way become individuals who have a sense of responsibility to their society. Therefore, I am happy that Goa University has a platform through which educational programs can be telecast for community development and mass awareness programs. Drug addiction is becoming an increasing threat for our youth. It is said that first you consume the drug and then the drug consumes you. I hope Awareness about its ill effects would also be taken up by this platform. Learning is not aligned to India. From time immemorial, we have been a center of learning. Thousands of years ago, great scholars used to teach a variety of subjects such as philosophy, religion, medicine, mathematics, literature, drama, and arts. Great works on these subjects were written. Universities have existed here in continuum through the millennia. Universities of our country have to preserve and perpetuate their glorious memory, as well as to further enhance the reach and quality of education with a view to meeting global challenges. The process of globalization, along with rapid advances in science and technology, particularly information technology, has been defining the achievements and pressures and pulls of the last more than 2 decades. Globalization has created an interrelated and an interlinked world, generating opportunities and also throwing up challenges. As a society transforms, the education system must respond to change. It is only then that it will be relevant. Our institutions of higher learning must become geared up for facing challenges of the contemporary world. Being aware of it, India is taking steps to increase access to higher education by opening more institutions and spending more money on higher education. However, we have to be careful that by concentrating on quantity, we do not compromise on our quality. Quality faculty is important to maintain high standards of our universities, so that world-class graduates, postgraduates, and doctoral students are produced. This is the challenge of the future, which all our universities have to overcome jointly with the government. A nation that is growing requires a talented and well-trained population to harness opportunities into visible and concrete results. With 54 crore youth, India has one of the largest young populations of the world. We have a responsibility to ensure that they receive proper education. In universities, there is a tendency to rush in for subjects like commerce and management. These are important, but it is equally important to study basic science subjects at the university level and focus on research and innovation. It is the energy and intelligence of our students and excellence of its lecturers and professors that determines the character of an institution of higher learning. The faculty members are its lifeblood. They must, like a friend, always be ready to give advice and guidance to their students on how best they can be ready to face the world. It is very important to focus on character building and to inculcate amongst the youth the values of compassion, harmonious living, and respect for elders. Our universities, therefore, should be the place where students learn and practice discipline, tolerance, and balanced reasoning. Too much of consumerism and irresponsible behavior should be always avoided. I am happy to note that ragging has been stopped in Goa everywhere. Congratulations for the same. But then I would like to emphasize that ragging in all our universities in our country and educational institutions must stop. It is a crime against humanity and a shameful behavior. Education must develop cultural attitude and social awareness Otherwise, it is unrelated to life and its environment. Students should not look at graduation as the end of their journey. Rather, graduation marks the beginning of another journey, the journey of life, where knowledge and skills acquired will be put to test. There will be times when you'd find success rather easily, and there will be other times when you will be faced with difficult situations. The trying moments can also be moments to look at possible opportunities. Hard work, discipline, commitment, and determination will be the wheels on which one can travel through tough terrains and reach the destination. One should try to become not only great, but good citizens as well. I would also like to convey my best wishes to all the students of the university, and especially to those who have graduated today. I could see that there were more number of girls who received PhDs and medals than the boys. I think it's a good sign of progress, but then I'd like to mention here that boys also should not lag behind. I hope you can make good use of your education to further your careers, and it will be an asset to the nation. My best wishes also go to the faculty and staff for all the work that they have been putting in, and I hope that Goa University will continue to progress in the years ahead. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to the Goa University for conferring the honorary degree of D.Litt on me today. Thank you once again. Dev Bare Karo. Jai Hind.